How's it going, guys? And welcome back for a different video. This right here is not going to be an episode because apparently there was some issues with the current jaw that Ostia had on, so I couldn't make a video even if I wanted to. So I think it would be a good idea to clear up some things that I've experienced this map here of Ostia, and also try to kind of explain for the people that haven't played what exactly went on. So let's start off with the rules. So the rules of the no merge, no teaming, no allies, no cannons above one. You're not allowed more than one cannon, or over one shot or whatever. So the problem with that is that there's so many rules right now that it's so easy to break some of them, especially the one with no teaming and stuff like that. And keep in mind that all these rules is something we, as players, have suggested and they tried it out. So if something fucked up on Ostia, it's our fault, because it's our suggestion that comes up on Ostia. It's not the other way around. It's not them trying to change something to make it more fun. It's suggestions that we made about the no teaming and stuff like that. But when creating these rules, we don't see that this might actually, be too easy to break these rules. And when something is too easy to break, then there's no doubt that either Evo, Triad, or Nog, Karma, whatever, would start calling each other out about all of these things. Especially about the merge thing right here. Especially because it has to end off so early. Due to all of these different things that happened, and I'm gonna come more into other things that happened, but right now we're talking about the rules. So what happened with the rules is something that we suggested, the merge, no teaming, all that. I talked to the staff team I talked to Tenster, you probably know who that is, and Tenster agreed with me, and agreed with you guys as well, because I've been talking with some of you guys. That these rules right here, the teaming, the merging, all that is something you just can't control. It's something that people will be doing, and so therefore trying to stop it from happening is not a good idea, because then it's just going to be like this map where we call each other out for different things, like Knock merge with diversity, and then Triad merge with someone, and then Knock lost F-top, but we didn't lose F-top. Then Knock was mad about that, and I completely understand that. Of course they're allowed to be mad when something happens to them, when it should happen to us as well. But so many things just really been hard to control this season right here, especially with the rules and stuff like that. So the rules are going to be a lot different from now on. I don't think they're gonna do the no teaming anymore, because everyone breaks it. It's that simple, and it's really not something that you should worry about, because people are gonna break it, and therefore you need to change the rules. Now, one thing is the rules. The other thing is, of course, this rollback that happened to so many factions. So as you know, Triad, the faction I was in, raided Karma, raided Code Red, and I'm not really sure. I don't want to say anything because I'm not really sure, but I think it was Code Red, Karma, or maybe it was Reborn. I don't know. But we raided two of the top factions, F-top 2 and 3, I'm pretty sure. And they both got rolled back. Now, some might say that, we bought someone something so they couldn't access PVs, and the other time something else happened, and something else happened, and something else happened. And, the reason that this is coming out is, and the reason why people get rolled back is because they're used to people getting rolled back after being raided. It's something that the server shouldn't do at all, no matter what, because then people are going to say, oh well, we can just get a rollback by doing this and this and this, and then if you do that, then you will get a rollback, because not only would the server be more active if you don't get raided, but it's also just so much easier just to roll back and then off with the problem, like they did on Ostia. You roll back multiple factions, so that the faction that raided them kept the spawners, and then duplicated the spawners over to the rollback. So there was like, if you rated 100 pigments, you get to keep those 100 pigments, while the other one gets the base roll back and get 100 new pigments. Therefore, you kind of duplicated it and kind of fucked up the economy this way. So if you really need to roll someone back, you need to take away the spawners somehow. And that just didn't happen on Ostia. There was 3, 4, 5 factions getting a rollback. Maybe some of it were bullshit, like they just did it to themselves. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, duplicate spawners, fucking up the economy, all that is just is a no-no. So of course that's very unnecessary to roll back people like this and duplicate spawners like this, because this is really not a good idea to do that whatsoever. Now, coming into the rules about cannoning, a lot of you guys have asked me of what might be going on with the rules next season, because this season right here, it was kind of, you know, it was a little weird, because many of you guys didn't really understand if you're even allowed to use 2 cannons. Like, are you allowed to use 2 cannons? Can you use them on the same side? Does it have to be on separate sides? Are you allowed to use a 1 stack ref nuke along with a one stack of auto? Are you allowed to do all of these things right here? And nobody really knew about it because these rules are all new. So the rules are going to change. And when I say it's going to change, I'm not really sure to what, because I haven't talked to the staff about it. But I've heard from someone that it's definitely going to be changed. What it's going to be changed to, I am not really sure what it's going to be changed to. Hopefully it's going to be changed to something better, but we will see about that. But right now I'm not really sure. But what I do know and what I hope will happen to the rules, you should be able to raid people with multiple cannons. They got a very expensive jar that, and actually a really good jar that can handle lots of big cannons. Imagine, like, we've been using Rev Nuke 1 seconds on people's walls, and the server didn't even lag that much. With such a good jar, why would you not allow multiple cannons to be used? I get it, you don't want 4-wall one-shots, because of course that's just insane. There's no way you can't even patch that, especially if printer is not allowed. But if you change the rules and you say printer is allowed and you're allowed to use 4-wall one-shots, whatever, then it's going to get too crazy, because then we all know what's going to happen with rifle and whatever, because they like to play with TNT a lot, and that's just going to be a big mess from Icecar and rifle trying to make 8-wall one-shots and whatever, spend 1,000 years trying to make it and make it work on Oki or Ostia or whatever, and everything is going to go to shit. We both know that's going to happen, so we don't want to have that either. We want to get something in between where you have a limitation to what you can do, but you're not kind of limited to 1 cannon, because let's be honest, 1 cannon is pretty pathetic. You can't set up a 1 second or 1 stack 1 second and a ref hybrid behind it. That was actually not allowed with the rules, but the staff changed it, so you're allowed to, because it's kind of stupid. But you get these ideas here needs to change, because then at some point we're gonna find ourselves in a situation where we are kind of limited to 1 cannon shooting at the walls, which is not really fun, because there's lots of ways you can do it. So let's say you can put a pseudo or pseudo nuke at 255 and then use a 160 to shoot through the pseudo holes. You know, that something like that is a good idea, and that's something you might need to do to force raid someone, because people are very active and stuff like that. So the rules need to change. I'm not saying we should have 4-wall one-shots, 8-wall one-shots, whatever. I'm just saying maybe it should be changed, but it's not really up to me. It's up to you guys, because it's your suggestions that already made these rules right here. It's our suggestions that fucked it up. So now it's better if we just try to do it this way with a little small limitations to whatever, and then that's pretty much it. And try not to fuck up the rules even more. A limitation to the cannons is max 2 cannons, so a 2-wall one-shot, 1 cannon 2-wall one-shot, or 2 cannons next to each other, or 2 cannons on top of each other, or 1 shooting through the pseudo, whatever. So that's pretty much this for this time, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video here, and if you did, remember to like this video here, comment down below, and as always guys, remember to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully you guys will be able to find a solution with the help of the staff team and the community, and let's just see how the rules are going to change.